Hello guys, in this episode I want to do something different and show you guys really cool redstone project that I made, and it's possibly not the first one on YouTube, and I sure as heck did not copy anyone. And each representation of the design will be in 3 steps. Step 1 will be me showing you the base of the design, then afterwards the design with a shell, and then after that testing it and showing you that it works. So let's get on to it. Now before I go any further, I want to show you guys a mechanic I found while I was pretty much just messing around with redstone, which is the whole base of the build. So I found that if you place 2 redstone blocks on top of one piston and break the bottom one, then the top one, the blocks won't be updated. And you can update it by breaking the block. And same goes if you just place the block on top, to the side, etc. So let's get on to design 1. This is design 1. And it is a fairly simple design, and I'll be using red wool instead of TNT just so I don't blow up every single little design in this world. So let's start. If you do what I said and then place the 2 layers of redstone blocks, one on top of the other, lead the bottom, then the top layer, and then you see if you break this, potentially the redstone, the TNT, which is represented with red wool, will hit this redstone block, blowing everything up within its reach. And let's get to the shell of this build. And here is design 1 with a more refurbished look, with a nice shell that is made out of coal block. And it doesn't have to be made out of coal block, of course it can be any other block you want. I just think it looks better. Anyways, let's show you that everything is set. And if you break this red wool right here, it would all be pushed back, detonating due to the redstone blocks right here. Now let's get to the fun part, where we actually test this with actual TNT in sandstone redstone testing road. I'll see you guys there. I hope you guys are excited, cause I know I really am, and to show you that everything I said wasn't just full baloney, I will show you. So imagine that a random player sees TNT, first instinct, break it. But see, pull it back, hits this, and let's see how much damage it does. Quite a bit, and if this was in someone's base, I wouldn't be too happy if it was my base. So let's get on to design type 1.1. And here we are, design 1.1, and the reason that I did not make this design 2 and instead 1.1 is because it has a fairly similar square kind of piston output. As you can see, this is also pretty square, except I just arranged the pistons in a more random order. And let's show you that this actually does work. And set it right in front of your eyes, and there. Place this, and you can see that it does work. Now let's get into the shelled version and then blow stuff up. Here is design 1.1, a very shelled version, and a very similar version to 1.1. So let's just show you that it does work, and yes it does. Also hitting the redstone blocks, hidden behind the coal, making it blow up. Now let's actually see this baby in action. And here's the best part of design type 1.1, the part where we blow it up. So let's break this TNT, setting every single one off, and pretty much the same damage, except a little more radius to the corners, which is always an upside to more randomized approach. Now let's get into design 1.2. Here is design 1.2, and again it is pretty equivalent to the others, and don't worry, this is the very last design in the 1 point series before we get to design 2, which is probably my favorite. Now let's get on with this. Now let's set this here, and I like this one because it looks like it opens up a little more than the other designs, to be honest. But let's show you that works. Get to the shell design and then blow up. And here is the shelled version of type 1.2, and don't worry, I'm also getting tired of the design, so let's get this over with, showing you that this does work. And there's the redstone block, which will cause it all to blow up, and now let's actually blow this up for real. And here's the testing of 1.2 right before design type 2. So let's do this. and it looks like it's gonna work very nicely, and same damage radius. And let's get on to design type 2. Here is design 2, and this is truly a beast because it is just truly humongous, and I already said it just for the sheer, well, just so I can save some time. And as you can see, this one is a bit different because the redstone blocks that sets it off is under, because I could not put it on top, and I couldn't put it on top because that usually where it stinks out, and I can't put it on the side. And this is just humongous, so let's show you guys that it does work, and bam, blows everything up. So let's get on to the shelled version, which looks even better. Here is the sheer large beast that is design type 2, which is just humongous, and I've said it, and just because of the large design of this, I've decided to leave the top open and show you that it does work. So now let's just break one of these blocks. You see that it's pulled in, and let's actually go to the real one and blow a lot, and I mean a lot, of land up. Okay guys, we are here, and after some very careful setup, I've got it ready, and I've been waiting for this because I haven't blown this up once by myself. So let's do this. Break this, it is all pushed back in, and get the popcorn and sit down for the show. Oh god, this is just amazing. This is truly great. I can blow up anyone's base now, even my friends, but he will be very mad at me, so I'll save that for another time. Now let's get on to design 3, and then 4, don't worry. And we're here with design type 3, which gives me a kind of vague feeling that looks like a ninja star, maybe from Naruto, maybe from something else. Well, let's test this guy out, and this one is a bit bigger than the, well, not bigger than type 2, but it is bigger than type 1, and yeah, so let's just remove the, ooh, this is not good. Try not to do that when you're setting yours. And let's show you guys that it does actually work, and boom, they all go back in, and there it is. So let's go to the shelled version of design type 3. And here we are at number 3, and it looks very uneven, but let me tell you, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 each side going around. It's just that one of the blocks does not work out, but let's show you guys that it does work. Bam. Now let's go blow this baby up. So here is number 3, and let's blow it up and get up to number 4, and bam. Ooh, looks like this one didn't have as much damage, but let's get up to number 4. And here is number 4, last and certainly least, because it does have quite a few design flaws, and it does require to be set up a very different way. And you have to fill up the middle and then do the 2 layers of redstone blocks, and I dislike it because this is the only one that requires you to do this. And there's also one more design flaw that I don't enjoy, but it might come in handy in one way or another, and that is if you only break one, this one will go down, etc, etc, etc. But they will all eventually blow up due to the range that TNT does seem to have. So let's get on to the shelled version and blow this up later on. Number 4, I seem to notice that has a very bulky design to it, which is another thing I don't enjoy. But you can always narrow it down if you want to with your own designs, and you can see that I was not lying, that it does have its own design flaws. Well, let's go blow it up and see if it does more damage or less damage than the rest. And here is design 4 ready to be blown up, and let's see how design 4 does and if it will withstand its reputation. Looks like this one should be more of a scatter bomb, but you can see it has quite a devastating range of damage. Well guys, let's go end off this episode, and I gotta say, design 4, I gotta give it more credit than I actually did, because it does quite a bit of damage. Hey guys, before I end off the episode, I want to kind of explain what the letters in front of me mean, and they're pretty much just troll backwards, but They also have another meaning, which is like, rate, and troll, which is what LRT stands for. Like and rate here, and go troll some of your friends with what I just showed you, and I will see you guys next time.